Hi everyone. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Healthy Cooking with Jay. I'm here at Newton Community Farm. I am once again great and pleased to be with you today. A couple things to get excited about is we are going to be starting our seedling sale next week. So come back to our website at newtoncommunityfarm.org to get more details about the site, how to order your seedlings, and all of the instructions needed to understand how to pick up your order, and how we organize ourselves this year for a online sale. So very excited that we still have our seedling sale coming up. So look forward to seeing you on the order side of things that way. And other things to look forward to are Wednesdays and Fridays at 1 p.m., where Wednesdays, once again, you'll be learning from Hope, who is our interim education director, about gardening. And on Fridays, you'll have story time with Sue at 1 o'clock. So I'm Jay Villar once again, and I'm here to talk to you about healthy cooking, education around nutrition, how to prepare healthy foods for yourself in this time and beyond, and what are some of the things and principles that go into healthy living. So today we're going to have a conversation around diet, nutrients, and vegetables in a theme that I'm calling Eat the Rainbow. So what do I mean by eat the rainbow? So eating the rainbow pretty much means looking at your food and the varying varieties of vegetables that are out there, and trying to get as much plant and color diversity as you possibly can in your day-to-day diet. And we're going to be talking today about what are the health benefits to the colors, what are some of the foods that go in coordination with those colors, and then how to prepare servings of foods that we're going to be making today, and just giving you an easy example that you've seen many times of what you can do and combine these foods for yourself and in your diets. So from the beginning, we're going to be first talking about what are the vegetables that make up the rainbow and why that's important. So all vegetables have something called phytonutrients. So phyto meaning plants, and specifically, I wrote this down, it means that which has grown. So phyto is plants or that which has grown. And nutrients means the nutrients, the properties, the minerals, the vitamins that go into how healthy a specific vegetable species is for us. So that goes with the amounts of vitamin C that they have, vitamin A, and all of the water-soluble vitamins that go into that, as well as what are the minerals. So from our understanding around plants biology and where minerals and nutrients come from, remember, minerals come from the soil and vitamins come from the plant. So we talked about a symbiotic relationship, or Hope did anyway, a symbiotic relationship that goes into the creation of why plants are so good for us, and how and why they grow well together. So with that symbiotic relationship of minerals coming from the soil to the vitamins coming from the plant, then those are the makeup of the nutrients. And the phytonutrients, so that which is grown, the plants, are what's used to determine how well a plant variety can grow. So they need the phytonutrients in order for them to protect themselves around pests, protect themselves around disease, protect themselves around, just how they grow in certain climates. So when plants produce different levels of phytonutrients, they're going to produce different compounds that make up their nutrient property, as well as the color that they end up appearing to be. So, which is why when you grow brassica, they're pretty much sort of like green, versus where you grow sort of alliums, which they're pretty much white. So what happens is that when they do grow, they're able to use these varying compounds and then turn into the color that nature has intended them to be. And then what we do as eaters is we then eat these delicious vegetables, and they become part of our bodies. And because there's a variety of them, that simply now means that we have more of the nutrients available for ourselves and our bodies. So it's pretty great. So the first thing that we're going to do is kind of look at varying colors of vegetables that are out there, and what specifically do they produce for ourselves and our bodies. So let me just kind of pull up my little cheat sheet here that I made for myself. And the first color that we're going to be looking at is red. So colors that are made of a red, or sorry, fruits that are made of the color red are obviously things like tomatoes, apples, strawberries, raspberries, hot peppers, some sorts of sweet peppers. So all of these are great properties that make up the color red in different vegetables. And why red is so important is because red has something called lycopene in it. And what lycopene is, it's a nutrient that is specifically found in red foods, so like tomatoes. And lycopene has antioxidants that protect cells from damage, and it helps keep our health healthy. It helps fight cancer cells. It helps reduce the risk of diabetes. It helps improve our skin quality. So all of these compounds are found in red food. So for the example that I have live is I have some cherry tomatoes that I found at the store last week. So we're going to be using red tomatoes as our example here. And I'm just going to be cutting this up. So just slice this up a little bit and make it available so you can obviously see those like red seeds. That's where a lot of the nutrients are also found, as well as the skin. How beautifully red that is. That's great. Okay, awesome. So red, once again, is lycopene, and it's good for our protection of our cell damage, with especially cancer cells. Really reduces the risk of diabetes, as well as improve our skin quality. So who doesn't want that? So thinking about your red fruits and vegetables out there. The next color that we're going to be talking about are oranges and yellows. So what are some of the vegetables out there or fruits that you can think of as oranges and yellows? So obviously oranges, mangoes, sweet potatoes, carrots. So what does orange and yellow fruits and vegetables do for us? So they protect the skin against sun pollination. They improve the immune function. Orange and yellow foods also promote eye health and protects our vision. It decreases various types of cancers. It reduces our risk of heart disease, and it promotes our healthy joints. So yellow and red foods are high in vitamin C, which vitamin C detoxifies and prevents inflammation and it also improves our circulation. So that's what orange and yellow foods are available for us. So that's great. So in my case today, I'm going to be demonstrating in varying levels of carrots. So it's going to be chopping up some carrots and just making that nice and thin and chewable. So again, you can have these obviously foods just like raw, but today we're just going to be putting them all together. So just chopped up some carrots for us. And then the next that we're going to be talking about are greens. So greens are wonderful. So like some green examples are broccoli, kiwi, zucchini, bok choy, lettuce. So greens are great because they have chlorophyll in it, and chlorophyll is what makes up the greenness of the plant cell. So we have red blood cells. So chlorophyll is pretty much the blood of the green plants. So what that does, it helps to aid in our tissue healing. It helps detoxify our body. It improves digestive enzymes. It restores energy and increases vitality. It reduces the risk of cancer and also boosts our immune system, which is obviously something we all want, especially in the time that we're here today. And what are some of the examples of our greens? Well, of course, we have our lettuce. So I'm going to pour out some of this lettuce that I got from the store. And lettuce is great. You can just eat on your own, it's just like a snack. But we're just going to add it to our bowl here. I want to have the whole thing. A big thing. But I personally like when our lettuce is kind of cut in more sort of bite-sized places. So I'm going to use my knife to cut up some of the lettuce here. And when you do that, you're actually also releasing some of the nutrients that are in the cells. So it's a different taste when you eat lettuce straight or when you break up some of the cell walls. So can anyone also share what type of greens that they like? There should be a chat button here. So if you just want to also interact with me as we kind of go through our colors of the rainbow, that'll be wonderful. So I can kind of see who's joining me live. But of course, you can always watch this when it's aired on our channel. So we can cut up some more of our greens and add some of our orange and yellow already, and some of our red tomatoes. That's great. Awesome. Okay. All right. So the next color that we're going to be talking about are our blues and our purples. So, obviously some examples of our blues and our purple vegetables and fruits. We have blueberries, we have cabbage, we have plums, we have eggplant, we have blackberries. So all of these are great examples of when nature provides us with blues and purples. So what do blues and purples do for us? They help promote longevity in our cells. They reduce the risk of Alzheimer's and boost memory. It protects cells from damage. It reduces the risk and slows the progression of cancer cells, and it helps fight inflammation. So the phytonutrients that produce these blues and purples is a phytonutrient called anthocyanin. And what that does, it helps produce that deep blue color and gives all of those great health benefits that I just mentioned. So again, which is just wonderful that we have the rainbow of foods here. So I have a great surprise for our blues and purples foods. So remember one of my first programs that I did, we made sauerkraut together, and this is the end result of the sauerkraut. So there's a very obviously sour smell to all of this. And this is just a great way where you can just have your sauerkraut straight. It's very tangy. I love it. So I'm just going to add our little bit of our sauerkraut into our bowl here as a different type of flavor. But again, like I could have added easily any of those blue flavors into my bowl, but I'm just going to try to use up what we got in our fridge. So we got sauerkraut ready to go, and then our white foods. So our white foods are things like bananas, cauliflower, garlic, potatoes, onions. And what white foods do is they help protect against certain cancers. They keep our bones strong. They lower the risk of various heart diseases. They help lower cholesterol, reduce inflammation, helps balance hormones. So although like white is not technically like a color of the rainbow, it's still a color, and it has all of these great benefits that go into it. So the example that I have here, simply one of the white onions that I have, and onions in general are great sort of storage crops. So they tend to last very long. A storage tip, though, is make sure that you don't store onions with potatoes together, as they absorb their moisture and cause them to spoil faster. So when you store your onions, make sure that you're not storing your onions and your potatoes together. So I'm just going to cut up some of these onions. I'm doing the whole thing, so that's obviously the white of the onion that we're getting all of our nutrients in. And we're just going to add our little onions to our bowl. All right, so we got a little example here. So obviously today we just simply made a salad, and we have colors of the rainbow in the salad. We have our greens, which once again is about our chlorophyll, which are our greens, which act as our chlorophyll, and our oranges, which are our carotenoids, which give us that deep orange color. We have our reds, which are our lycopene. Through our tomatoes, we have our cabbage, which we fermented and turned into sauerkraut. So now there's like a healthy dose of probiotics in there. So also remember when I did my show about prebiotics and probiotics, is a prebiotic fiber helps sort of set the stage for the gut microbiome, and the probiotics help proliferate more of the good bacteria. So another example here is why it's important to eat the rainbow, is simply because you're able to get all of those nutrients, phytonutrients, prebiotics, and probiotics like all together when you mix the vegetables simply in a salad. But this is just one easy example of how you can get your vegetables in on a regular and daily basis. Obviously, you can roast them or fry them like the way that I did last week with the Brussels sprouts, but just giving you a little bit of education about why it's important to eat your veggies and eat the rainbow. So it's a quick show for you today. Hope you learned something new. Remember to just eat your colors because each color has a different aspect of phytonutrients and nutrients that your body wants and needs. And hope you enjoy it. And remember, you can actually find many of these vegetables that are available for your own consumption that you can grow yourself at our upcoming seedling sale. So hope to see you on the other side of this. And until then, hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.